Hi guys and welcome back. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, you hit the notification bell, and you like the video when we are finished. That's the way that you can continue to support our channel and continue to grow our channel. Today we're going to be looking at, of course, Bitcoin, the different time frames. We're also going to be looking at some crypto news, and that should pretty much fill up the duration of the video. So let's go ahead and get started. We are looking here on the daily, where, of course, as you can see, yesterday, literally since the very moment that the traditional markets opened, Bitcoin started to drop, and it did so all the way until closing, which of course you can see here, it left a very ugly candle for the day yesterday. You can see we've broken below this support line over here, one that we've used a couple of times already as support, and there was a bit of a fake out. We went back over it, and now you can see we sadly broke through it again. Now another thing here on the bigger time frame, you can see that also our line here from all the way back to 23rd of December 2020, that you can see as well has been very important support for Bitcoin throughout the last couple of years, has also been or it no longer is support. Currently you can see that there was a similar situation back here, and right now we are trading below this support line. Now, I mentioned this to you guys in the video, previous videos. $38,000 is a very important level for Bitcoin, and now, of course, you can see that we managed to push through that level for a short period of time down here, just a little bit under it, and we quickly recover. So right now we're struggling to hold the support, and also some are struggling to break through that support. Of course, if we do, you can see that here on the 4-hour chart, for example, which is very unsettling. Of course, here we see a bit of a recover in the price, but at the same time, here we have to mention that this drop inside of a time frame of 8 hours, we had about $3,000 loss in the value of Bitcoin, and that's really scary for the market. So here, even this little recovery could be just a retest of our line that I just talked about, and the next stop, if we do fall, could be $33,000. Then another thing that we have going against us at the moment is the traditional markets. We have the big tech firms announcing their quarterly numbers this week, and so of course some of them have already caused some of these corrections that we see here, and that will continue to be the case throughout the week. They'll continue to announce their numbers, and of course if they do give us they report bad numbers for the first quarter, that of course is going to affect the traditional markets, is going to have them drop, and that in turn will do the same thing with Bitcoin. And for that, we can go over here to the 4-hour chart and have a look at the correlation between the traditional market movements as well as the Bitcoin market. And here, if we can get this to align properly, there's a little bit of a issue here with the application. So let's see if we can get this going as close as possible. But in any case, here you can see that we are following the same pattern, the same movements, with these little exceptions here in the traditional markets, which are of course the times that they are closed. But and we can see that even better here on the 1-hour chart, if we can also get this to align the way that it should align. For some reason it's not working as well today, but okay, I guess we can just use it as it is, and try to illustrate it as best as possible. So anyway, you have this sideways area here, which is when the markets are closed. And so Bitcoin, of course, what it does when there's this periods of time in the traditional markets, it moves sideways, and you have this spike over here with a correction. Same thing for Bitcoin, correction, then sideways because the markets are closed, Then the S&P gives another spike. Bitcoin reacts doing the same thing. Then another correction, and Bitcoin, of course, drops as well. So you can see that this correlation is very, very strong. We can even go now to the daily chart where we see yet again the same thing. Also here, having issues. Sorry, this is not working very well, but okay, it's just the way the application is working at the moment. But let's use this here. You see, same thing, almost exactly. Bitcoin follows the moves that the traditional markets are printing. So this, of course, is very, very difficult right now for Bitcoin to come out of this connection, or this correlation rather, between the two. Yesterday in the news, of course, one aspect that triggered this whole thing as well is that there were some more numbers that were released yesterday regarding the tech firms. Also, Russia has cut out the gas pipelines to Poland and Bulgaria. That, of course, added to the losses. And then, of course, yet again, the Dow Jones index had a 2.4% loss. Then the S&P 500 2.8. Then the NASDAQ 4% in total, which again, it's a lot of terrible numbers that are being reported by the markets. Some of the things that are happening, of course, with Russia and the economy in Europe and so on. All of that is almost like the perfect storm to cause a lot of these swings and all of these drops that we see in the prices for Bitcoin and for the cryptocurrencies in general. So that's why I encourage you every time, keep an eye out for when the traditional markets open. That is something that we have to always keep on the radar, at least for now, if we want to see what's going to happen with Bitcoin and the rest. Yet here, there was something before we move on that I wanted to do, and that is now go over to Ethereum, where again it is following the same sort of pattern that Bitcoin follows, just because Bitcoin drags the rest of the altcoins. However, here exactly at $815, we recover once again. So you can see here there is even a possibility that we might be forming a double bottom here, if and only if Bitcoin starts to climb back again in price. That could bring then Ethereum back to the $3,000 level. Of course, Bitcoin falls and Ethereum goes through the $2,815 level, then we might go down to this consolidation area between $2,600 and $2,500. Now let's go back to Bitcoin and have a look at what are the important levels for today, and what we can hope, or at least wish that happens today. And that is, of course, $38,000, a very, very important level that has to hold. If we quickly move on the 1 hour time frame, we move to this area here, that means we'll be moving towards this consolidation zone. And that means, of course, pushing through the 50, the 100, and the 200 EMA lines if possible. That would be, of course, the best case scenario for today for Bitcoin. But that also means that we have to get across these EMA lines, push through them as resistance, and then finally make our way over here. We can also go ahead and draw this support box down here just to keep an eye out for as well. If we break through that and fall under it, then again, $33,000 is not far-fetched at all. And now what I wanted to do is take a quick moment to introduce you to my new partner, and that is for those of you who are interested in information on how to declare your taxes, how to keep track of your winnings, your losses with your portfolios. My new partner, Blockpit. It's a very, very cool application, web-based, of course, but you can also download the application on your phone. And this is what allows you to do exactly that, to keep track of how much money you invested, how much you lost, how much you, how many, how much winnings you've had, and so on in the different investments that you have. So it's very, very useful. You here, of course, have all of the usual major exchanges available to you, which you can just click on them and automatically connect them to the service. Even including since recently Femex. And so Femex, it's also here, as you can see. Femex, as you know, is the one that I personally use. They're also partners, and that means that you can just click on their name. You can use their API keys to connect, and then everything else gets taken care of by Blockpit. Very, very useful, very easy to use. And again, it's something very, very useful when it comes to declaring your taxes and all of that, all of the things that come with that. So definitely, I encourage you to check it out. You'll find the link in the description. And if you do sign up for the service, it is free to begin with. And then depending on how many transactions you have for the year, if you buy a package through my affiliate link, you get a 25% discount in whatever package you buy. So also very cool, and that way you can also support the work that I do and support this channel. You can of course also go to their website, get familiar with the different tools and features that they offer. You click on the button to get started, and even here, you see obviously they have all the coins that we know of available there. So pretty much very, very useful, very a very good tool to keep everything organized when it comes to the issue or the subject of tax. You see, of course, you have the different packages here. Until 25 transactions, it is completely free if that's all you've done. There's also a limit of 1,000, and you pay $50, and so on, 25,000 and unlimited and so on. So the prices, of course, go up. And the interesting thing is that even this price, you also get to declare in your taxes the fee that you pay for these packages. So it's a win-win for you. So check it out. Definitely worth taking a look at it. And that is pretty much everything that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you haven't, also there is a Telegram channel for you, or a Telegram group for you to join, completely free. Also is a place where I post very relevant information, news, things like with Elon Musk, or when I see there's a price movement, then I post, hey, these different levels I have to hold and so on, or news articles, things that are relevant to all of us. So anyway, thank you so much for watching again. As usual, my name is Basti. We'll see us again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye-bye.